episode of Living a Reality with your girl Ezinne Williams. Today is going to be special because we are going to be talking about something that concerns us all, which is women, love, and dating. And I'm not going to be talking about it alone. I have my two sisters here. Yes, guys, and they are Fatima and Nile.
Hello.
So, we are going to be having this girls' talk. And we're going to be talking about it because now, tomorrow is Valentine, and everybody is going to be, wearing red like you guys are wearing, looking beautiful. Everybody is going to be, chocolate, flowers, all that. But the big question is, what is love to you? So, Nile, what's love to you?
For me, I think love is exactly how the Bible puts it. It's patient, it's kind, it's bears. It's forgiveness. It's a lot of things. It's beyond the butterflies for me. I love that stage, but beyond that, I think love is something quite deep.
Okay.
It's being able to forgive somebody when they wrong you. It's being able to see the person when they're at their best and their lowest and just still care about them. It's being able to be kind with your words even when you are angry. It's a lot of things.
What about you, Fatima?
Okay, I would agree with what she said, and I believe my own words. Love is being human, being a good human, and having a connection. Because for you to be able to love someone, you have to have that connection. So it's connection coupled up with being a good human. That is what makes love love. Because anything other than that, it's not really love.
Okay, now we've talked about love in the general sense. Let's come back to dating, relationship. Okay, before I even ask you people, am I single? Yes, I am. I'm a single Pringle. They are going to pepper me. No wahala. So, anybody in a relationship?
Yes, I am in a relationship.
Good. You?
Okay, something like that.
Something.
A week ago, if you ask me, I would confidently say, okay, I am single.
Okay.
Something that is trying to change.
Oh.
And if I say I'm single, it's an offense to.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we have a single Pringle, relationship, and something like that. We understand it. So, are you a 50-50 girl? Okay, we go on a date. Oh, before we even talk about that, what's your idea of a perfect date?
For me, a perfect date is spending time with someone, beyond. I love going to restaurants, I love going to the cinema, but I think being away from everybody else. Because for me, a perfect date is setting up something at home and just being there and cuddling up afterwards. For me, that's just a perfect date.
Ezinne, why do you bring like minds in the same place? You have to bring opposites because I'm not one to really have an idea of, yes, this is what it should be.
Yes.
A good time, the person you love, is a perfect date.
Well, I agree because me too, I'm like that. As long as I get to spend time with you, alone. I'm emphasizing on that alone. You cannot bring me and your family members.
Good conversation.
Or me and my family members. No, that's not. I just want to spend time with a person.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about somebody takes you out. There's a whole lot of, 50-50. We split the bills 50-50. You take me out, you on a date, then you expect me, let's say if the bill is 10,000 naira, I pay 5,000, you pay 5,000. Are you that girl? Or Oga, you have to pay for it?
For me, in my dating life, I've met guys that will not even allow you to start
Thank you.
But also, as a lady, what I do sometimes is try to surprise you in my own way. So if I'm the one that's trying to surprise you, of course I spend my money, to surprise you. But for us going for a date, you call me, ask me out on a date, we go out on a date and you expect, I don't know.
What about
I'm
you?
not of that line of thought.
Okay, I do not subscribe to 50-50. I don't have an idea of let's make a rule. This is how it should be. It just happened naturally. If we go out, you decide to pay, fine. And that was the time I would decide to pay. And when I see that, okay, I I end into something and I feel like okay, like, I want to do this for the person I love. Or if I feel like okay, this person is in his downtime and I am more buoyant, I'll try to make that effort. Or if he even feels like, because I give that comfort, I give you that space where you could tell me, oh, I don't have it. But he says, okay, and I have, we do that. But not having a specific rule that, yes, you have to do this one. I do not subscribe to that.
For me,
so let's say I'm a feminist. Yeah.
We're not going there because if we go there, both of us are going to have like different. But honestly,
I'll just educate you on one thing.
Okay, cool. But for me, I feel like I'm not a 50-50 person. I feel like anybody that initiates the date should, pay. If I want to take my man out, I'm already prepared that I'm going to foot the bill and we'll go to where I feel like I can afford. So if he takes me out, don't be all this is they'll be like, oh, I'll give you your ATM card. I can do that maybe when both of us say, okay, we're in a rut, let's go out. And I know, okay, he cannot, or maybe prices have, been inflated, let me just pay, or, do that kind of thing. But expecting me to bring half of my money when you are the one that asked me out, it's not possible. So now, sex on the first date.
No.
No. Why?
I think for me, it works for some people, so I won't say no for them. But for me, I feel that's not the school I belong to.
Yeah.
For me, it's once I just feel sex spoils a lot of things, and it clouds judgment.
True.
Because the sex may be great, and that's what brings you guys together.
True.
So before sex should come in, I just feel we should have known each other very well. And that's why there's a difference between sex and love making. I just feel when we're in love and we decide to have that sexual intercourse, it's different
than just I meet you and then hook up.
That's basically it. That's basically it.
So what about you? Different opinion?
Okay, something close to the same opinion.
Okay.
Sex on the first date, just like that's the foundation you're all starting. Perhaps you don't align, there's no connection, but that is the only connection you feel you're after. Or that is something you will not want to miss out on. So that is just what the relationship is about. So there's no love. And for me to date, there has to be love. So basically, it's just like friends with benefits or fuck buddies, just like that. But only personally, I don't even feel like I would want sex to be in the dating phase. Honestly, I'm that person that believes sex after marriage.
For me, how people do it, I don't understand. Because let's say you ask me out and I go on a date, and I don't even know, I know that you cannot know somebody 100%, but at least I don't even know you 1%, and I'm already opening my body to you. It's just a no-no. And like you said, it can work for some people, but for me, the way I was brought up, nah. But okay, moving on.
And I just feel like that's something you should do when you're comfortable.
Yeah.
So I'm not even comfortable with you. I've not even known you. How will I be comfortable with you? That's
and imagine you now sleep with the person at the first date and the sex is not whack. It's not like a waste of sin.
Waste of sin. Body comfort. Waste of sin. That's basically it. See, I think also with that, we need to be careful.
True.
Number one, first of all, before if you're engaging in sex before marriage, which I will not, everybody has their school of thought.
Yeah.
And I respect everybody's
decision.
Yeah. First of all, you've not even gone to do all the tests with this person.
You see, that's the important thing. People are so, I don't know where
pregnancy
is too hyper.
No, like you don't even know. What if somebody give you something?
That's it. Pregnancy is not all.
And that little minute of acts comes with a whole lifetime consequences that one doesn't even think.
Like you said, the whole
it's a lot.
Test. You don't know this person. You don't. Hey. Well, I feel like people they have a kissing on the first date. Wait, what kind of kissing are we talking about here? The friend.
Unless if you want to kiss me on my forehead.
No, like hey. No, it's not even, no. Personally, I'm not a person that likes to touch a lot. I'm not a person that, if I allow you into my space and maybe physical touch, people that know me know that I just don't like too much of, don't touch me. It can be a problem. It has been a problem, speaking from experience. But I'm not that kind of person. So for me to even allow you, nah.
I told someone
What if
that
your
I
mouth
could
is smelling?
spend. I told someone that I could spend a year or two without even checking a guy, and they feel like, oh, you're like surprised.
I've done it.
Something.
I've done it.
Yeah.
I've done it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I feel it's not a big deal for women, but for guys, I
A
don't
way.
think it's achievable, but it takes a lot of work for them. But for me,
It's
I've done
hardly
it.
achievable.
It's not like I don't wake up every day thinking of man.
That's it.
Like I have a lot of things. I have a lot of things to think about. It's not like I don't want one. I'm not I don't want a man. No, I want man. I like man. But I don't wake up always thinking about them. So I'm not really pushed by okay, see man, hey, I see them every day. So
The
yeah.
thing is, I think as women, we should be comfortable in our singleness
You see that's the
and love
thing.
ourselves in any way.
Mm,
Nobody completes you. Nobody will. You are not incomplete because you don't have a man.
true.
Till you agree that you are a complete being
On your
and,
own.
yes, and love yourself the way you are. Any other person coming is an addition to that.
Yes.
Nobody will be your happiness.
Exactly.
You need to be happy on your own.
Exactly.
And no one can love you if you don't love yourself.
Mm.
It's hardly that. So I always find it an issue because a certain place that I have been to or have certain people that I have known that you wake up and the only aim in your life as a woman is just to have a man to call your own. Like that thought really gives me discomfort.
And the thing is, when
Because
you
people
try
just
to
have that
like
as their aim in life, that's all.
amplify that to some women, they will be like, they will just find you a feminist. You see, that's one thing. When people say I'm not a feminist, I always ask, what type of feminist are you talking about? Is it Nigerian feminist? Because once you try to say, you know what, your whole life does not revolve around a man, people on social media will just, hand you that.
That's why I educate people. Somehow, that the whole sense of feminism is a huge
It's
term,
empowerment.
which is a huge term that some aspect of it you might not want to be associated with it.
Yeah.
So that's why, as a literal student, as a literal person, so there is a part of feminism which is called an African feminism and it's womanism. So I always say I'm not a feminist, but I am a womanist.
Okay.
Which has all the Africa, Nigeria, all that it is that is African, that women are vulnerable, women need men and all of that, that belief that we have. It's in feminism, it's in womanism. But feminism might not agree with some African feminism. That is why Africans decided to have this womanism. So mostly, and some of the literary scholars, they sometimes bash me for saying, okay, I'm not a feminist, I'm a womanist. They feel like a child of someone is still part of that someone. Or a child can disown their parents.
Yeah.
So as a child, as a womanist,
That
I'm
came out from
disowning my
feminist.
mother or feminist. It's very complicated.
Okay, so now, do you think cheating should be a deal breaker, or is cheating a deal breaker for you?
For me, it is.
It is. So if a man cheats
And when I say
out,
and when I say cheating, I mean emotional cheating.
wow.
Any kind of cheating.
Okay.
If you are tied to somebody in any way, if we're in a relationship, and I tell people I don't want to be your number one, I want to be your only one. So don't tell me, oh, you really, really like me, and you are there texting with someone or doing something. For me, it's a deal breaker. It's not a do or die affair.
Yeah.
If you are with me and somebody else is entering your eye, please go there. Just go there. Because we allow a lot of nonsense. Nowadays you hear of people saying that every man must cheat. Okay, then if every man is going to cheat, if every man is going to cheat, that's fine. I'm good being alone. Because I won't allow myself. I can't give you 100% to someone and the person giving me 50%. It's all of you or none of you. So for me, it's a deal breaker.
What about you?
Okay, the word cheating, I do not subscribe to that. I do not find any excuse to that. Because one thing is, I am always truthful and honest, and I want that same energy. So in a case where something happens that you want someone or there is someone, I just need to know. For me to decide if, okay, you are worth me sharing
Yeah.
or you're not worthy of me sharing. That's in my own opinion. Then, okay, in my own beliefs,
Yeah.
there is multiple things. There is
Yes.
polygamy and all
Yes.
of that. So I just need to know.
But
Because
that is, you've already agreed with the person
Yeah.
that they are going to bring in another person. So you are cool with it like that. It's not like the person did not tell you and just bring that and be like, surprise!
And if you do that surprise, I find my way.
Okay.
I find my way. But if we are already on that page, if you have been honest, so I would see. I used to tell people that there is a man I can sacrifice polygamy for, and there is a man I cannot
sacrifice
that for.
Okay, so that's coming from a religious point of view. I think also
Religion and personal beliefs.
Okay. For me, I was in a relationship for a very long-term relationship, and we are best of friends. And one of the things I enjoyed about that relationship was the fact that we could sit down in the car. He sees a girl, and I see him looking at the girl. Maybe the girl has big bubble or something. I just say I shall. When I say, but I use it for it now. I just play with it.
Yeah.
If that's the opponent, but the fact that you are texting somebody, tell me you love me, I tell somebody else I love you. Honestly speaking, then it's not working. We can play with it. I'm not saying your eye will not see people.
Yeah.
People will not be beautiful. I'm not saying that all other girls become very, very ugly. It's not possible.
Not possible.
It's not possible. So, but we can analyze it together.
Yeah.
There was a time we were driving, going on a road trip, and then there was this guy with a very nice Maybach, and Nila was looking into the car. I just kept, and I say, see you. Fighting there. I say, yes, now, see you. He put me inside for see person. So we sat down, we laughed about it. Just that's being yourself to someone. But the truth is, not as much as my religion is one wife and one husband. So.
I believe cheating doesn't just start when you start sleeping with the person.
Yeah.
It's an emotional thing first. When you start believing that, you know what, let me hide this from this person, I feel like you're already cheating. And people saying, oh, it was a mistake. Maybe in some cases. Maybe.
How can it be a mistake?
I don't know. Maybe,
it's a well thought.
No, some people, see, I'm trying to play the devil's advocate here. Some people, even though I don't believe in that, but some people can, maybe they are high or maybe they are drunk or something, and something happens. It does. I mean, there are some situations like that. There's some situation where some people become emotionally vulnerable, and somebody that they've been. You see, that's why I said it doesn't just start with the sexual act. It starts with the emotional. Because when you start spending time with someone, you are not checking it. One day you will just be emotionally vulnerable, and before you know it, something will happen, and then we'll call it a mistake.
See, you know why? That's why I keep saying that. Like I said, the issue with cheating, sex is the least part of it. Because it's better for someone to go and have one sleep with, prostitute or whatever, than to be emotionally tied to somebody else. That's why it's a well thought process.
Yeah.
Once you realize, you can't tell me you're drunk and then you became emotionally tied to someone.
That's why some men are saying,
No, it's physical. When you're drunk and you just...
Yeah, men say it's they can sleep with another girl, just like you say you can sleep with a person and nothing is there. They feel like they can sleep with a girl and, it's just that. But they still love their wife.
Sex is a little part of it.
So if sex is a little part of it, I mean, why can't we just excuse that? Why can't we just be like, okay, I mean, he's still emotionally tied to me, and it's just sex he had with this girl, so forgiveness.
That's the thing.
And you remember you said love is forgiveness.
Yes.
But you know something? Now that you talk about it, I could forgive that prostitute thing because I just know that it's just physical. That person might not be the type of person he would want to be. But how can I have that special characteristics with someone? That special thing that binds
like
us together. Yeah, then you have
your
that.
husband has a female bestie.
And then you have that with another person. No, I like to have some uniqueness. Wherever I am, I want to have that special thing that binds us. So that special thing would now be binding you with another person. It hurts me more than that sex. I could forgive that prostitute thing, but that intimate, connection.
But
I
it's
would
just
not want
sex.
to.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, now when we go to forgiveness, first of all, it's two parts.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like to date someone that doesn't have self control,
Yes, true.
but I'm also a forgiving person.
Okay.
So if it's hard now, if he sleeps, it's easy for me to say because I think you can have sex without attachment. That's
Yes.
why I said
Mhm.
having sex on the first date. I don't believe in it because it has spoiled a lot of things.
Yeah.
Something that would have been good,
Yeah.
but we messed up. So it's easy for me to forgive sex. I think it's easy for me to forgive sex if I understand it.
Okay.
But again, I expect a level of self-control from someone I'm involved with. I just feel someone I'm involved with and will not get himself into some kind of situations.
Well, I get that. I get that. You know, that's why for me, can I forgive cheating? Maybe. Honestly. Maybe I can. But being friends, I don't like this whole, you know, having a bestie that is of the opposite sex. You know, I don't fancy it. You know, before, if you had asked me this question maybe 3 years ago, I'd be like, hey, it's nothing, they're just friends. Honestly, that was my own school of thought. Until bestie dealt with me, and I like, okay. So why can't I be your bestie? You understand? Why are you sharing those funny memes, those whatever? Share it with me. Is it football? I want to learn it. I want to love it. So if you are always, oh, let me go and tell my bestie. Imagine your man gets a promotion at work and he tells her first. And then you get to hear about your man's promotion from maybe her, you know, post on Instagram. My bestie just found the job, or my bestie just,
No.
I'll say this. The reason why I can't allow a man be my husband, boyfriend, a lady be my man's bestie is this. I've been a bestie to a married man, and I realized that you can be possessive as a best friend.
I know this.
And you can be emotionally attached without knowing. Because who is a best friend? Someone that you speak to. That's a comfort place.
That's your person.
That's a comfort place. That's a place you can be yourself. That's a place you can be vulnerable.
True.
That's why the person is not just your friend. The person is your best friend.
Exactly.
So among all your friends, this is your go-to person.
Yeah.
So now, if your wife, your lover is not your best friend, and you have a best friend outside, I knew I had to pull away from my best friend because at a point in time, it was creating a nuisance, even though the wife did not know that. But I realized that his possessiveness also was affecting me going into relationships.
True. This.
And we cannot be together because you are married.
Exactly.
And this was going on for donkey years. And I realized every guy I brought wasn't good enough.
Because you are always
With
measuring it. I know this.
Not even for my end.
From
his
his
end.
You advise you against it.
So now I bring I just say, blah, 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 this person, and then he goes.
But
like,
this is
I saw that he was discouraging it. And he will chip in how he loves me later on. And I realized that we're moving from friends to best friends, and it was getting to a situation where we're a bit possessive. So I had to pull out of the situation. And for that kind of situation, I can't even pull out and be friends immediately. You have to pull out. So when I got the relationship, I pulled out from the because it was affecting me. And I was see me single pringle. And you at least you can go home and be cuddled. And me I'll be here suffering. because I realized I said there's no man abroad that is good enough for you.
Honestly, I've been in that situation before. When my bestie, former bestie, is no longer my bestie anyways, but we still talk. You know, when it was a crazy thing. You probably might know him.
Yeah,
You know him.
I know the person.
Like
I don't say bestie. I don't say
we stuff together. Like, it was so hard for me to convince people that we're not dating.
Mm.
And honestly, there was nothing. But this is the kind of person, if he's sitting here and I'm talking, he will know what I'm going to say. He knows what I'm thinking. It was that crazy. So when he was about getting married, I didn't know he was about getting. I know he had a girlfriend.
Oh wow.
I know. Of course, when he has issues with her, he'll come to me. I would honestly, I've never advised him to leave his girlfriend. I've always been the good friend. But still, I'm like, there was something there. Anyways, so when he was about getting married, he now told me. He first of all, he said he said he had to think about it.
That's it.
Like, should I? How am I going to tell her?
It's like another relationship.
Do you understand? How am I going to tell her how she's going to feel? So when he now told me, I'm like, okay, that's good, that's great. And that's what I said to him. But I went back to my female best friend. Why? Honestly, and my girlfriend was like, but you're not dating this person. I'm like, a lot of things are going to change.
Yeah.
You understand? But then to him, I'm like, oh, we're cool, we're good. So he gets married. We continue the best friend talk, even though I started giving space, because that's what I do. Even my female friends, when they get married, I don't impose like I usually do, because I know that now there's a level you are in that I'm not, and even when I'm at that level, I also expect that level of respect from you. So I started pulling, but still, I still find. Look, there was a time he traveled to Kenya, and he called me. He was having issues with a wife, and he called me and like, this is this. And I was giving advice, but then when you have a talk with yourself, like, what am I doing? This man is having issues with his wife. Why am I being the one in there? Like, if I was the wife, would I like what I'm doing? I'm like,
I just advise him, okay, you have to start this.
At some point, I'm
like,
like, don't tell me.
no third party.
Don't tell me. Just, let's hello, hi, friends, kind of stuff. We're still friends, till today, but that bestie-ship. And I thank God I was able to like put an end to it. Because, like she said, it wasn't coming from, no, it was also coming from his angle, because I'll tell him, oh, I'm seeing this person, like, does this person have this? Like, it's not like I'm telling my father that, or my brother. Do you understand
how opposite they are?
Like,
trying to,
like, okay, if this person tried this thing, I'm like, it doesn't just, and I found myself looking at people wanting those qualities that he has. Like, oh, I used to talk with this person for like an hour on the phone and he doesn't get that. Why are you doing this? Why are you not acting like this? It's a whole lot of wahala. So, me, I have been on both ends. Bestie have done things to me.
you
have done things to. So, I just know that,
No.
it's not something that
we should all try to remove that syndrome,
Yeah.
that bestie syndrome.
Yeah.
with the
So
opposite
now,
sex.
have you been heartbroken before? Now, don't chop breakfast. I'll answer this question later.
Breakfast, did I mention like
My own. See, let me know. Let me know.
Okay, let me ask it differently. Have you been heartbroken before, or have you broken someone's heart?
I think I've broken people's hearts.
Me too.
I think I've broken people's
They've
hearts.
broken mine and I've broken
But for a long time,
Mm.
and I thank God I didn't marry in my 20s. I'm in my 30s now. I thank God I didn't marry in my 20s.
Mm.
Because for the longest,
Mm.
in relationships, I was not giving my all. So I was keeping a part of my heart.
Mm.
And I'll have plan B.
I think that's me now.
I'll have plan B. I wasn't giving my all and letting myself. I'd seen what heartbreak has done to someone. I'd seen someone be admitted because of heartbreak before. Yeah, because she was not eating, so they had to put in drips and all. So I didn't want that in my situation. So I'll be in a relationship and just have one very close friend, somewhere that I know likes me, and I'm stringing the person along. So when I see that your head has started turning one kind,
Move.
and I see that breakfast is about to come,
We move.
I've already moved before this
Move.
thing. I'll start removing myself from the situation.
I try to give the breakfast first.
I will not give the breakfast. Both of us will separate.
We'll give
and
each
leave
other
them.
breakfast and just, it's a mutual decision.
Yeah. And then afterwards, I was in a relationship for a very long time. That spanned more than 9 years. So, I mean, we are still best friends. Now we're trying to just pull away because the reason why we're not married is not because he was not a good person or I wasn't a good person. It's just that life happened to us,
Yeah.
you know. And if at any point we can overcome what life dealt with us, maybe,
Just maybe.
just maybe, you know. So he was my best
It's not a
friend.
case of genotype.
No, it wasn't genotype or anything like that. So it was my best friend. People, everybody knew we were together and all that. So
Is it the one I know?
why not joking?
Okay.
So he was my best friend.
You hear that, right?
He was my best friend and everything for the longest. So that's spanned of a long time. And we're still best of friends. We are still cool. We separated because of what happened. We're still best friends. I still used to this thing. I married this person. This is what this person did to me. I don't blame the person and I like, you know, and all that. So I wasn't sad with her. But of course, there are some people that I strung along as plan B. And when I leave them, they begin to act as if, no, I did one big thing. But to me, I don't say yes to you now. I'm just going up.
So what about you?
Okay, breaking hearts.
Have they broken your own
It's
face?
normal. To my own, it's not like, okay, I was stabbed breakfast. Honestly, I have never been stabbed breakfast. I
But you
only
served.
serve people breakfast. I try to do
bad
the
game.
serve. Not that I've had like history. Just when you ask me my whole lifespan, I can just say I have been in a relationship that I call relationship. They say 4 to 5 months.
Wow.
I've been in 3 relationships.
I think 2.
But I think my
No,
fourth,
3.
yeah.
Oh wow, I thought I have the
Three.
list, the number.
No, close friends is not a relationship.
No, close friend is not relationship.
That is
Someone I'm talking to is not relationship.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I can be talking to you. Oh, hi. Somebody I'm passing time with. It's not relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, what are the numbers I
Somebody
give? People
that
I
I'm in a relationship
attached-
with.
somebody I have attached my feelings to, even if I know it's all.
I can still attach my feelings to you, but I know we are not dating.
Oh, okay, if it's that one, it's only one that I know I've dated.
So this is the thing. I can, because I've been in a situation where this person likes me. I don't like him that much. But I mean, I'm single, so
I have to mention one thing that has broken my heart.
Okay.
The issue is, it's not even that I really like love and die for the person. That's the person I have loved all my life. Just that, okay, I was trying to even consider you. Just say, let's see how it goes.
As a
Because they show me shaking.
that was the painful thing. Like you're trying to, I'm trying to consider you.
How does
I
someone
don't know
else
to show me
shaking?
shaking. Why? Then you will not blame yourself. Like I
that
don't
is
blame you.
heartbreak that I'm having. Why did I even lose God? You don't even reach home. I was just trying to see perhaps.
While the waiter. Yeah.
No, but for me, I've been heartbroken before. Hey God, this story, my girls will know this. Okay. I was probably, I think 23, 24. Yeah, then I mean, what did I know? All I knew, that's why I said, when you said that you used to have plan B, and then I didn't have any plan B. If I love
I
you,
never have.
I
Even
love
now, I
you.
don't want to have.
I love love.
I'm always.
Hey, you people think I love, then it was worse. I don't care about anything. If I choose, okay, it's you, I love. And
That's
that was,
still me.
no, it's, no, I put my head now.
I don't
I don't
your
see.
20s.
I mean, I'm in my 30s and...
Thank you.
Okay.
So-
I'm in my favorite.
Yeah, that's
I went to.
So, the thing is this. He started, you see, that's why I said the best thing he showed me shaking.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my friend, whatever, at that time. And me, innocent me, like, okay. Later on, he said, this cannot work. After we didn't fight, nothing. Like, I cried there. Hey, I cried. At some point, I started stalking her. I'm not going to be ashamed of
Yeah.
saying it. I
Yes.
started stalking her. Like, at some point, I even chatted her. Then it was Facebook. It wasn't even Instagram. Child.
She was dating him.
And the funny thing, he was 27 at that time. She was, I think, not their age mate. So I was the baby in the whole thing.
Somebody tell you.
When I now started chatting her, like, and she did, God, I can never forget what that baby told me. Said, you have your life ahead of you. Focus on that. Baby.
A very good life, sir.
Oh God. Well, you can see me now. I focus on my life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now the second one, it wasn't a hard. Now since then I've not really had that. Friends have broken my heart.
Somebody told me that.
Friends have
You
broken
know
my
what the
heart.
guy said? Because he's a lot older say, okay, she's just his friend. Yeah. The guy I said I'm considering that time because I was even scared. The whole relationship, when you look at it, when I will tell you how it is, you pity me. You send me, but actually tell me talk because this guy had 3 children, wife is dead, and
And that's the person you're killing yourself for.
not even killing. I was just trying to consider. I know, okay, I know that it's. I can't do it well. I told myself, oh, I love the children. Children are so cute. The children are even the driving force because I love children, and then they speak so well and English.
That's your thing.
That's my thing. Like
No, that one is English. That one I told you that is English. Now, if you don't, even if you bring out the English without money, I'm not doing it.
Anyway.
Yes, yes, because I've
He
worked
told
so
me that
hard.
the woman is looking to their age
no,
wave,
no.
they understand each other's all. They just share their experiences because they understand each other's experiences. She's nothing. This is hey. So tell me
That's
oh,
why
you're
you're
too
supposed to have the
childish.
most plan B.
Like
That's why I was so annoyed. In the first place, I was just trying to help your life. See me now. 100% set. I'm just trying to consider if you help your life, Sam.
so now moving on from heartbreaks and all. You said something about dating a man that has kids. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I've thought about that at some point because you know there's a certain kind of men that will move to you at some point, you know, and you start being like, maybe, you know, but then let's just leave that.
No,
Can you do that? Date a man with kids?
That's very, very. I can, but it depends.
You see, that's where my maybe comes in.
Yeah, it depends. There's a guy that likes me, and he's been divorced, and
Okay, no, that one I can't.
Yeah, and the children were young when he got divorced, and up to now they everyone has to me. They are grown now, you know. So I can't. I won't say I can't. I was considering at the point.
Yeah.
But again, I wasn't in a relationship with him when he had those children, and the kind of children and the kind of man
That
matters.
That's the thing.
Because some children, you know, you marry their parents, and then all they want is trying to bring daddy and mommy together, and you will now be like an outsider.
Okay.
Be an outsider. So,
that's why somehow the one that the wife is is more better.
You
some
see,
of them children to me.
yeah, that's why I always say it depends. So last, you think Nigerian men, in everywhere now they're praising Nigerian men. They say Nigerian men are this, Nigerian men are that, and you see those Nigerian yes, and you see those Nigerian men coming on Twitter and be like Nigerian women this, Nigerian women that. You think Nigerian men are all that?
I won't classify them.
You won't.
I won't generalize. Because to start with, I've always
dated Nigerian men.
dated Nigerian men, and I've had very good Nigerian.
Yeah. Now I've met some very stupid ones. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I've met stupid ones,
I've met
but
some
I've not
stupid ones,
dated.
but I've never. No, I've dated one. No, not really date. It's not date. That's not dating. No, that's talking.
But you know what we miss? We miss out a part in a relationship thing, and that's pressure, parents, family.
No, that one when you are coming to marriage, hold that marriage talk.
And that's what led me to this match. We're not talking about reasonable men and all of that. I know the kind of men I get attracted to.
Yeah.
I know the kind of men that I've been in a relationship with. Guys, let's say, they're not even up to that age. And they have been so perfect that up to today, all my exes are not my enemies. But just that one person that pressure led you to. That is one that is annoying because I didn't do it on my own because, okay, this person is all I want. I don't do it because let's see now. Let's see. She wants me.
You know that pressure is a very terrible thing. For me, I've not really
overcome it.
I've not experienced
me now.
that pressure because I come from a family where my mom will be like, okay, what will happen, will happen. My mom have never been that person that will be like, you must get married. Nah, it has never really been in my family. So when people talk, I know that I have friends. You know, I have a friend that literally had to like go look for a house because she was in their family house. Every time it was go and marry, go and marry, go and marry. Any small mistake, like it's because you're not married, you know. So I know people that have been through that.
So parents don't even know they are pressurizing.
Yeah,
in their own words, they will tell you, "Oh, I don't mean is that pressure?" That's what you do.
No, even society.
See,
Society has a way of making you be like, if you're single, you have a car, you are living your life, they'll be like, especially as a woman, not a man. A man, they feel like it's a nice thing. But for a woman, they'll be like, nah.
You have time. You have time limits.
I think with everything is exposure. For me, in my 30s,
I don't care.
my parents are awesome. They've never ever pushed me into anything.
That's it.
They have been married 40 years on,
Mm.
and they married quite early. At my age, my mom had given birth to all of us.
At my age, my mom was, yeah, same thing.
Okay,
But they don't even pressure me
Mm.
because they care more about my happiness
Exactly.
than any other person.
Yeah.
So, and because of that confidence they built in me, I don't care what other people say.
True.
I have friends that are married. I have a friend that has a child that is like 15.
Mm.
But I don't, do you know what? I love it for them.
Yeah.
I really love it. Any stage you are, as my friend, I'm happy for you. I love my children's friends.
Mm.
My friends' children.
Yeah.
They are my children. I have children that I call my children. One is even in uni. But what I will not do is compromise my happiness for anybody involved.
Yes.
And I will not settle for somebody because anybody's pressurizing me.
Exactly.
See, I am, with that, I'll be very stubborn. Because forever is too long a time.
To be unhappy, or
And why who told you the age that people should get married?
like,
True. I just got to
because
really
in the olden
understand.
times, maybe you will see people very young getting married. Now, like,
But it's to be passing the wrong message like in the world. You know, in the case like this, I would not want like the world to have that idea of this parents. No, no. Parents don't know that they were pressurizing the whole situation that time. They don't know that they led me to just decide to do that. Because in their own
they are
defense,
just trying to.
they are well educated people.
Yeah,
they
they're just
know
trying
all
to
of
help.
this. So just feel like okay, it's the right advice to give your child if you're a female child. So
Yes.
let's
So
do it.
last question: is marriage an accomplishment? What about you?
It is, but not the only accomplishment.
Okay. I feel like a happy marriage it can be an accomplishment. Marriage on its own, not really. Happy, yes. But I also feel like longevity of a marriage does not necessarily mean it's a happy one.
Yes, yes, yes.
So at the end of the day, we should all strive for our happiness. You know, be happy in your singleness, be happy in your relationship. It's not a competition. Valentine is here. Take yourself out, share love. Love does not equate sex. Do not think, I think people mistake the two. Don't think that, oh, it's Valentine, it's time for us to go and have sex on the first date, whatever. Have sex on the first date, respect yourself. And as women, we deserve to be happy. Single, relationship like me, less single like me, or in something like Fatima.
I didn't want to say what something looks like because no.
On that note, guys, I'd like to say thank you so very much for being with us on this special episode of Living in Reality with Ezinne Williams. I'd like to thank my sisters and friend Nile Fatima for doing this with me.
And thank you for having us.
Oh, anytime. I had so much fun. And see you again on our next episode because we are going to be doing this again. But this time around with the guys. Let's ask them, what do they think about love, dating, men, and relationships? Have yourself a beautiful day. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. You guys did amazing.
Thank you.